Hello traders, Tepo here from the Chart Whisperer, back with another analysis video. Today I'm a little bit late. I had a busy morning. As you can see, we're a little bit into London session, a couple of hours into it, but nothing has happened yet. So without wasting any further time, let's get into it. Let's look at our level count. Dow Jones, we've had one level of rise. They did their three, as you can see here to the left, they had their three levels of rise here, and this looks like our peak formation high. Unless anything changes, we expect them to go down for two more levels. Moving to Nasdaq, again, look to the left, you can see we've had two levels of rise. They have been consolidating here, giving some sort of level 3 behavior. So we do leave room for them going either way, but for the most part I expect, why did I just do that? For the most part, what we expect on Nasdaq is to have another level of rise from here. Yeah, to continue with our hourly cycle. Also, if just to touch on it briefly, this also could have been the false move in the beginning of the week. Moving on to the pound US dollar, here we've had one level of drop, and the second level of drop here. They've been in consolidation. So here, similarly, we anticipate another level of drop there. Euro USD, let's see what's happening to our left. We've had one level, two, three levels of drop actually. So they may have completed their cycle, they downward cycle, so we could actually expect them to rise. It's possible. I'll touch a little bit more on this when I show you what I'm willing to trade, but I see they might have even given us their low of the day slash low of the week. AUD USD, we've had two levels of drop. I must be honest, I don't always get trading opportunities on this pair, but I always do follow it because, I, not that I never get them, but it's not common. It still makes the watch list. We've had two levels of drop here. They consolidated throughout Asia as per normal. Nice two clean levels. So we expect them to continue for one more level of drop. Even though I see they still haven't broken. Yesterday they bounced off of last week's low. This could mean something to us, but we'll see as time goes by. They might just have bounced out and then they need to retest before continuing. USD CAD, I did say I expected them to drop. What they did yesterday, if you saw from yesterday's analysis, they actually did give us a reversal and went down quite some distance. You could have picked up a few pips here. On our end, we did not take this trade because what the pattern they had there at their high of the day just wasn't good enough for us, or didn't fall within our parameters. But yeah, today I am still expecting them to drop. I am wary of, again, correlation. When I think of, when we consider USD, GPUSD and the Euro USD, them going in opposite directions. But if I'm just talking strictly level count, which in my case is always superior, I think we're probably going to reverse from this level here. But we will see how they behave, especially at last week's high as well as yesterday's high. Dollar Swiss franc has given us two levels of rise. They have been consolidated. They spent the whole day yesterday basically in consolidation, and they may be continuing their rise. So this might be their move for the day. We can't say for sure, but we know that we've had two clean levels of rise and some consolidation. Dollar Swiss franc. Oh no, S&P 500. Sorry, we've already been to the Swiss franc. S&P 500 is quite similar to Nasdaq. They gave us their two levels of rise and have been consolidating. There are some small signs of reversing and then perhaps maybe changing direction and starting a downtrend. But for now, I still expect them to continue one more level of rise. They haven't given me any clear reason. And with that being said, let's just go through where we expect to take trades for what's left of today. Most likely gonna be New York. We're still in London session though, so it's not completely over for that one. Like I said, Dow Jones, I expect them to have another level of drop, another two levels of drop actually. So what would be relevant for me would be a stop hunt to last week's high. If we could get a nice reversal pattern, just like I said, when price gets to these points of interest that I will mention throughout the video, if you're in the Telegram channel, you will get updates as to whether they constitute as reversal signals on our part and whether or not we anticipate trading them. So just click the link in the description and you will find that Telegram group. But yeah, um, the only issue here is that the ADR high is rather closer than I'd prefer it to be. So there is that likelihood that if they actually make it up here, they just continue and close the day much higher than that. However, they could still also just continue from where they are without making any stop hunt at all and just reverse from there, continue their level going down. So as per normal, we'll have our alerts here, and this is where a trade could be valid for us. Nasdaq, I still expect them to rise. Again, we did have two levels of rise, and they issued an interesting reversal off of Monday's low. This is an interesting 1 hour railroad track, which could confirm that they actually will continue the uptrend. So ideally, this will probably happen in New York. If it does happen, ideally we could have a short stop hunt to yesterday's low, and if they do that, this is where we'd be looking to take a trade. The ADR is a little bit far, way far actually, so it's not even relevant in this case. We will just be monitoring Nasdaq when it gets to that price point. Euro USD, even though we expect them to continue for another level down, the ADR, there's just no room for them to make the stop hunt high and then reverse. So we will not be monitoring it at all today. We'll just see how it closes, if anything. GBP USD has a very similar case, although the yesterday's high is a little bit closer. Wait, let's go back to. No, I'm lying. Sorry about that. Actually, we've had three levels of drop with GBP so I do actually expect them to rise. Um, they've already hit the low once and reversed quite aggressively off of it. If they come back to yesterday's low during New York and issue a very clear stop hunt, we will be looking to take longs there. It's not likely, as our best trades for the pound, excuse me, normally come. Euro USD, sorry, I'm saying pound now. Our best trades for Euro USD normally come in London session, but we'll be open to taking that during. We'll just monitor it basically during New York section. We will, as per normal, have our alerts there, and I'll update in the group if anything's relevant, and we'll see how that goes. AUD USD has given us our two levels of drop there, nice actually. And when we go down to the actually when we go down to the 15 minutes, we look like we could take a trade off of last month's high over here, which could be a good thing, especially if the stop hunt aligns with the high of the day, Asia's high. If maybe they issue a nice aggressive candle that goes up there and reverse within the way we prefer, right back down below last month's high, we could have a trade there. So we'll definitely have a price alert here, and we're monitoring AUD. USD CAD, I do want to go short there. Only on yesterday's high though, as they've already given some sort of movement at. Yeah, they have kind of bounced off of last week's high, but they could just very easily shoot right past it again. So what we'll do here, we'll be monitoring yesterday's high for any reversal patterns. I'm going to set an alert, but USD CAD honestly has been rising for quite an extended period of time, and there's no telling when they will reverse. If they will reverse, it is very important to note, especially when we look at the H4, to note how they treat last week's high. If they break that, then that could mean that this was a reset. But for now, we are still looking for shorts, so we'll be monitoring yesterday's high, unless price shows us their intentions. otherwise. Their otherwise intention. Sorry. Dollar Swiss franc, we've had one, two levels of rise there. I expect another level of rise. There is no point of interest. Yesterday's low is just a little too close to the ADR there. So we'll just sit this one out. Nothing to trade, which leaves us finally with the S&P 500. Do we have a point of interest? Yes, we do. Similar to Nasdaq. For if they could perhaps come down here during New York session, which is normally when we get the movements when it comes to the American-based indices, I would like to take a short buy from here, a nice buy from here. Sorry, from this point here. If they do that, they could also, especially based on how they reversed here, they could just continue the move, or they could reverse entirely and be going down. Especially when we look at how the Dow Jones has been moving. But for today, we'll be looking to take buys there or nothing, and that covers today's watch list. So yeah, please look in the description again, click the link there, join our Telegram group, and follow as we go through the trading day, and like, subscribe, and follow for more content.